Okay, we should be live now. We should be live as of now. Let me just quickly check if we're live. We are live. Let me just check if sounds as of it's okay. It sounds great. Let me share this on social media. So what I'm going to do is that I'm not going to show you this because I don't want to expose any kind of um, data that I don't want you seeing. So you know, just protecting myself, I guess. So let me just, I already, actually, I already, uh, okay, so what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to, okay, so I had a problem before because I actually tried it. I started up I started a stream, but then I saw that I had an error, let's say, and I had to delete the stream, and it seems that I need to make another post on social media because LinkedIn is weird, and you know, LinkedIn is weird, or LinkedIn, however you want to try, however you want to call it. So let me just post again on this on LinkedIn, just to check if everything works right. Seems like it works. Okay, I think I can forget about this and we can start the stream. So, uh, first thing first, the camera is here. Um, we haven't spoken, I haven't spoken with you guys for some time now, maybe a week or two. Uh, it's been some time actually now, because in Costa Rica we have, I live from Costa Rica. I'm from Costa Rica. Right now in Costa Rica we have something called Semana Santa, or I guess you would call it like Saint or Good Week or Saint Week, whatever. Uh, and it's like holidays in the middle of the year. And what I'm trying to get is that my schedule was a bit unstructured and disorganized during this week. Couldn't make time to work in this project. Had other things in my life, really sporty guy, so sports. Had to do some sports, work, studies, so I was busy. Anyways, the thing is, or the good thing is that as of this week, we'll have time to work on MINA on the project. So uh, that's a good thing. And yep, uh, let's get started. Now, we haven't worked on MINA for quite some time, so I was rewatching or reviewing the previous stream to get an idea of where we left. Um, I also had to go through the whole my whole tabs, whatever tabs I had opened. By the way, before we start, I just wanna say I'm gonna be doing less frequent streams. No, less extended or shorter streams, but more frequently. Gonna be working on Mina 2, 3 times a week. I will actually will be posting my schedule uh, on the YouTube channel description and on my social media because I haven't worked on that. But yes, things are gonna change a little bit. Gonna be a little more organized, so you guys can see my streams I whenever I stream, which is gonna be whenever my schedule dictates it or whenever my schedule um, says it. Anyway, yeah, just wanted to do that brief announcement, and let's continue because as I just said, shorter streams but more frequently means that I'm gonna be doing 1 hour, hour and a half max of streams. So yeah, that's it. Also, I don't wanna. I noticed that in previous streams I talked a lot and I did less work because I focused on explaining things. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to assume that you guys know at least most of the things I'm talking about, because I can't assume that I cannot assume that you know everything that I know. Okay, I can't assume that you don't know everything I'm talking about, because if not, then I'll be speaking a lot and talking a lot about things where when I should be focusing on the project on Mina. Okay, so as I remember, I was let me just see what was my last. Okay, so yes, my last chat with GPT. Yes, we were exploring about. Um, okay, yes, where you were trying to set up what LLM model we were going to be using. Okay, as I see, I also asked about a couple parameters about LLM models and how they are classified. Okay, I remember I actually did I set up an LLM model? I remember that I did. I remember downloading like 4 gigs of pure LLM binary data. So okay, I see. I don't want to do this. Let me mm, let me view the tree of what I'm have. So I have models. I downloaded OpenHermes or OpenHermes 2 Mistral, which is Q4 or quantized 4 km. I downloaded the goof file. Okay, 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 yes. Um, um, okay, so I downloaded the file. What else did I do? Let me check my main file. I I defined a model path. Yes, I remember this. Okay, now I'm remembering things. I remember that I was having trouble with the Python LSP. Uh, Terrible. I don't know why I haven't been able to set up. Well, I actually haven't even spent time on it, but at the time it wasn't easy to set up the Python LSP, the LSP server. Really dumb. Like why didn't not dumb, but like really I'd say it was really I don't even know how to describe it. And it's not a language barrier. I don't know how I feel about Python LSP. I remember yeah, no, I don't know why it wasn't easy to set up. It should be easy to set up. Just download your LSP and connect it to your client, which in my case is a NeoVim. So what batch size should you use? Okay, okay. Okay, I remember I set up this. And what happens if I run this? I don't know what happens if I run this. Okay, okay. You know, I've been using I've been trying to do this kind of hybrid approach where I ask GPT for wait a second, what is this? Do you guys see this? It says ChatGPT and it says Sora. What is Sora? Am I really that? Welcome to Sora. Turn ideas into images and videos. Oh my gosh. Ah, okay, I remember Sora. Sora is a creative tool, so please avoid harmful use, including creating explicit, violent, harassing, or deceptive content. Also, content you create that does not include loaded media may be eligible for publishing and exposing. Okay, I know what is this. Okay, I do know. I have an idea about what is this. So I get media. Okay, AI is getting crazy. Describe your image. Jarvis from Iron Man if it was human. Uh, Poof. Uh, you know, you know, I th this is a thing that I already had an idea because I have read about OpenAI models to generate images, but oof, now you have this UI. Uh, so I have added to the queue images. What is this? What is this? Okay, I don't know how this works yet. Uh, but guess what, guys? Let's not jump here and to other topics and say what I was going to say. Okay, so I was going to focus on my learning method. I've been trying to learn LangChain. Uh, but a thing that I found that I have found a lot when using LangChain and documentation, etc., is that and it's one of the main reasons why I'm creating MINA, and it's basically that it's difficult to navigate through navigation, to get to what information you want. It's difficult, you know. I really want to know how to do X thing or Y thing, but I need to dig deep into documentation, go from one documentation to another, and I've had experience. I That's a thing that I've done through the years. No, not through the years, but for years I've done that. I jumped to dogs, jumped to Stack Overflow in a moment when Stack Overflow was still a thing. Actually, it's not. It's less of a thing now. But Stack Overflow, all these LinkedIn forums, jump to Reddit, the official documentation, maybe a tutorial. But having all this data in such a disorganized and difficult way to access it is frustrating, and that's the reason why I'm creating Mina, because I want a simple, easy, human native way to access data in your computer. In this case, via voice and have it like simply. For example, right now I wanna know how can I build uh, simply an AI agent. How can I do it? Now, right now I'm having issues because you know uh, I need to jump to documentation and well, I don't need to, but the traditional approach would be to jump into documentation, read from one thing to another, make some Google searches, and figure out how other people have done in the past, so I can do it in the present, so I can do it now. But again, that's a really cumbersome process, and I would really love to simply ask via voice because I don't want to type everything to an AI agent how to do X thing, and it will answer me how to do it a Y way. So yes, that's a thing, and I think that we're gonna change our approach here because I'm an AI enthusiast, and I think we could leverage AI. We should probably leverage AI to learn how to build MINA, to learn how to build an AI agent, an autonomous agent, agentic AI, however you want to call it. Because, jump into docs here and there, it's tiresome, I really want a simple single interface to just figure out what I need to figure out and uh, don't figure out what I don't need to figure out at the moment. So yes, I'm gonna start using GPT here as my search query engine, or however you wanna describe it, so I can easily uh, jump to documentation if I need to. If not, gonna let GPT I'm gonna give it the privilege of manipulating or determining what is my knowledge on LangChain. So he already knows, well, it already knows because it's not a human yet. It already knows what I'm trying to figure out because I have talked about MINA with I've talked about MINA uh, I've talked about MINA with GPT. So yeah, it already knows what it knows. Um, mm, yep, and that's it, you know. Um, you know, maybe it's not the best approach to learning, but let me try it because, I'm tired of jumping from documentation to forums. So yeah. Okay, so let us start asking questions. So we were trying to build this guy. So let me just ask, please explain how to build an AI agent using Llama, CPP, Python, and LangChain. Okay, so it says it's to be the local agent. Okay, I need to. Okay, so it says what we're gonna have. Tool. Okay, so we need to have installed LangChain and Llama CPP, and it won't be leveraging the CPU, the GPU, so no CUDA needed. Also install LangChain tool dependencies. I don't know if I have LangChain tool dependencies. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to rename this window and open another window for my Python environment. So I think what I could do is that I could, uh, oof, I think it was like, how do I run my Python environment? How activate Python my env. I think it was running like a bash script. Okay, yes, it was running a bash script. So yeah, I could source simply this guy, and I can simply install no matches found. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so download the local model. We already have our local model in a GUF file. Uh, we have it. Okay, okay, step by step agent setup. So we then can set up our llama LLM, which we already did. Model path, number of contexts for number of batch, 128. GPU layers. Okay, let me just change this number of batch to something more reasonable, I guess. Okay, number of GPU layers 30. We are not leveraging the GPU, so we're not gonna be using verbose equals true, number of batch. Okay, we can ignore all these parameters and leave them to default. Then wrap the model with launching LLM interface. Llama. What? Okay. Okay, for launching today, we'll wrap in the next step. So, I don't know why, but I think I mentioned earlier about launching LLMs and not launching it, but the Python LSP is really bothering me. Why doesn't it work? In theory, I have already set up the the you know the thing, but um, I don't know. I, I do probably know, but you know, it's kind of not frustrating, but it's kind of I don't even know how to describe it. Yeah, you know, I'm getting this like I'm getting overwhelmed with this whole from the whole bunch of information with no context. So maybe was I wrong? Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe the correct approach was still reading through documentation. Probably more boring for you guys, but what can I say? What can I say? Okay, it supports many friends. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, you know, guys, I'm gonna start reading not out loud because I read faster out loud. So you're just gonna see me less talking, more working because that's what we're here. We're trying to ship something. Um, so yeah, more focus on whatever you're trying to build. Less focus on talking. Okay, you install. Okay, you install. You make it available. No, you make it compatible or leverage GPU from launching community LLMs support Llama CVP. Okay, okay, so this thing is what we already have. Okay, okay, so in this case, okay. You know, again, here I import Llama CPP callback manager and stream standard out something. Then I import the prompt template. Then I create a prompt template from that template, which I don't like. I don't like that LangChain has its own way of LangChain has its own way of of templating strings. Really dumb. I mean, why don't you just leverage like the native uh, string templates provided by a language? But again, Python probably doesn't provide something like that, or not something as as not as perfect. I was gonna say perfect, but not as suitable. Okay. Mm, you know, guys. Probably one of the things why I feel overwhelmed is that I don't feel as comfortable as if as if I was writing Golang code. Probably that's why, because I'm really having like a tick, like feeling like where are my types, like where are my strongly typed system, like yeah, but I guess that's the thing, uh, you know, uh, might be might be getting overwhelmed with that, not having static types, not having all this Python, this typeless code makes me feel. Um, that I'm not writing like something that's highly reliable, you know. I know, I was reading previously some weeks ago actually, or some days ago, about a Go port or a Go adapter of LangChain, and I don't know if it's the best approach, but I'm going to consider it. I think I'm going to consider building um a first draft, the POC version of MINA in Go, because uh, I'm really comfortable writing Go code, and I can iterate quickly and faster than writing Python code. Not because the language is less verbose or more verbose, but I know it better. Python. I'm really comfortable writing Go code. So yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing I've been thinking, and I'm just gonna check if how updated is LangChain for Go. Uh, Let me check this because if it's a first draft, I just got a notification. Let me kill my notifications demon so I don't get more notifications. So as if I remember, Mako was my notification demon. So yes, I really want to use. I really, really, really probably want to use Go for this. I've been using Go for some days now, and well, not some days. That sounded like if I was new to Go, but I've been using Go for some months, even years now. Probably a year and a half, and I really like the dialect of Go, and I think I can move faster with Go, especially since this is um, a first draft, POC, POV, POC, whatever, beta, however you want to call it. So, and it seems that the last commit for this was 5 days ago. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to delete all Python code right now because I'm getting overwhelmed and just go up with Go, make a first draft in Go, leverage whoever made this open source library, and start actually building stuff. Because all these all these you know all these mechanisms of Python, of my virtual environment, and having to the Python LSP. I don't even know what the Python LSP is. I think it was is written or either in Python, or there's another one more performant written in um, written in JavaScript, I think. That makes me feel overwhelmed, as a developer who focuses a lot on optimization and automation, and being everything being like purely optimized. Using Python, a Python ecosystem really makes me feel overwhelmed because of the slowness. Python environment in code like has to be interpreted instead of compiled to a binary. Like how much time will it take just to compile, just to not just to compile, but to interpret things? How much I need to probably parse uh, multiple types of data. For example, I see myself developing some kind of module in Mina that needs to parse uh, data coming from JSON? What if the volume of data is large? Responses from prompts from LLMs could be large, and so how about putting all those strings? Unicode is large. You have Unicode, yes, Unicode, like the system for letters and characters, can be large. You may have multiple bits in a single character. It's not like ASCII where you have max 7 bits for a character. And yeah, I really I really think, no, I don't really think, I really know what I'm gonna do right now is that we're gonna dump Python, everything related to Python, which is overwhelming. Not because I'm not skilled with Python, but there's another like there's another there's another like adapter for Go, and I don't love Go, but I kind of love Go. It's my main driver. Most of the applications that I've developed and I couldn't develop is based on Go and cloud. So, having the flexibility of Go right now, especially on this type of first draft version of Mina, makes me feel comfortable because I'm building optimized code. I'm building in something that I'm comfortable with, and I don't have to deal with the slowness of Python interpreters and poor ecosystem on virtual environments. Well, I consider it poor. It might not be as poor, but as I'm describing it, but in compared to at least compared with npm, you at least have dev packages and production packages, dev dependencies. It's what I mean. And in Go module system, it's great. Everything is tightly coupled. Not tightly coupled, but everything is as tightly coupled as it needs to, without exposing any type of vulnerabilities when not vulnerabilities, but exposing any type of risk when you download a package because it's not being downloaded for the whole system, but for the project. So yeah, I really dislike that these requirements.txt uh, way of handling data, uh, of handling like dependencies. It sounds it's simple, but it's not structured enough for it doesn't meet my standards. You know, I've built Python mini scripts in the past, and they didn't require as much dependencies, or it didn't require like a whole set of development to even get it, to even get to the right, like the virtual environments thing. So yes, we're gonna stop talking, and I'm gonna delete Python from Mina, and you know continue and see what the LangChain version, like the Go version of LangChain offers. So without any doubt, let me delete. I was gonna write delete as if it was a valid CLI command. Let me remove and force the removal of my environment of main.py, which I don't like, and requirements.txt, and that's it. I think that's all. Okay, my env, and that's it. I keep models, and just gonna add this to a Git repo, not to a Git repo, but just gonna commit this to the main branch. Not gonna pull it yet to push it yet, but just to have the differentiation between when we ended up things with Python, when we started our Go journey. So git add this, and while it charges, I guess, or while it loads, let me just go and check this repository on LangChain. It says what does it says? What does it say? It says okay, they have a Discord community and it's for building applications with LLMs through compatibility or composability. Okay, that makes me think that this kind of module is composable or modular. So what is this? This is the goal implementation of LangChain. They have the documentation side, which I like. Uh, okay, okay. I'm going to close all of this because I don't need it. Not now. Um, and let me read about this because it's interesting. So we have what is this? Okay, this page is both. Okay, this page has data about this Hugging Face. Okay, where we download our local model. Anyways, gonna ignore that and not ignore it, but just move it there and open the documentation and the API reference as expected. And this is really nice. We get our package.go.dev, meaning our uh, documentation of the code, of the actual code in a standard format, which I really like. So that's uh, that's a point more for the launching the implementation in Go. Okay. Thing number two, I see that we have uh, I see that the documentation from Launching Go and what I see is that these two documentations, like the original Python version and the Go version, are pretty visually similar. So consistency. So that's another thing that it is good or that it looks good at least in the first glance. Okay, so let me just quickly read that readme because I really like readmes. Readme files and projects on any GitHub repository. They're a great way to give a glance of what the project is. Great way. Love good readmes. Uh, Interesting. You know, it says six samples for example usage, and it says so you import main package, you import context, format, and login, pretty standard. Then you can import LLMs and something called OpenAI. Okay, and you can get a completion. Here's some links to blog posts and articles using LangChain Go. Okay. You know, hmm, here's where things start to get messy. Maybe I saw Go as a good way to maybe I saw Go like it's great, but what if I need something that's only available on the Python version of LangChain? Like to what point does this Go version extends the Python thingy? It seems that you have lots of examples. Welcome, for example, what if I need a custom vector storage, or what if I need like Go, like Llama CPP Go? Is there Llama CPP Go? We'll figure it out in a moment. And this is a great thing, what we're doing right now, this kind of exploration, because uh, we get to know what we have, what we don't have, and what we need. So we continue defining requirements, So yeah, that's a thing. So welcome to the exciting set of LangChain Go example. This data today is tree packed with fun. Okay, so uh, yep. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip these examples, and since we've already read the short readme, I'm going to jump straight to docs, which I hope are juicy. They have okay, okay. So welcome to LangChain Go. let me just first create our, our first, not our first, but the Go main repo, not repo, but the directory. So let me first commit this, which is the, okay, you know, um, git cache. I was going I almost, committed to the Git repo the model, which is 4 gigs. It would be crazy if I've committed 4 gigs to GitHub. Wouldn't make sense. I should probably git ignore this model, everything under models, because we don't wanna we don't wanna we don't wanna store the models in the repo. So let me just delete models and this. And let me git add this, and let me just create a git ignore, or not, edit our git ignore file, and everything under the models will be ignored. Git add film ban. Okay, that's a thing. And so it says LangChain is okay, is a Go fork or port of LangChain. LangChain is a for developing application powered by language models. We believe that the most powerful and differential application will not only call out the language model via an API, but will also be data aware, connect to language models to other sources of data, and be agentic, allow a language model to interact with its environment. Perfect, that's what we're looking for. The LangChain framework is designed with the above principle in mind. I like LangChain. I didn't like the fact that LangChain was mainly Python, Python based. But if I have a way to write Go, I'm happy writing LangChain code. So getting started, these docs are for LangChain Go. Documentation for the Python version hit here. Check out the guide below for a walkthrough of how to set up how to get started using LangChain to get language model application. Probably gonna see gonna s- okay. Well, this is loading. I guess this is taking long because I almost committed a 4 gig file. Makes sense. Anyway, and it says okay. It says there are several main modules that LangChain provides support for. For each module, we provide some examples to get started. These modules are in increasing order of complexity. Okay, so models. This includes interaction with a variety of LLMs, chat models, and embedding models, and prompts. This includes prompt templates and functionality to work with prompts like output parser and example selectors. Okay, API reference. Okay, you have the API reference, then you have additional collection of resources like Discord, production support, and LangChain. What's the difference between, we have different getting started guides. You have Olama, Mistral, and OpenAI. What I don't know is the difference between Olama and Mistral, so I'm gonna ask GPT. Okay, so what is the difference between Olama and Mistral? Okay, so Okay, okay. Okay, found. Going for go approach. Okay, so yeah, I just committed some stuff to main Git branch in my local Git repo because we don't wanna push the model itself, the model weights, right? The goof file. Would it make sense? So let's just straight up ahead and read first the what I had just asked GPT, which was the difference between Mistral and Olama, which are two models, LLM models by these guys by Meta. Because just curiosity, it says Mistral is an open source LLM, just like Llama. It was released by Mistral AI, a French AI startup. Really? So I don't know why, but I thought that Mistral was by OpenAI's Mistral. Okay, okay, so I guess I was wrong. Olama, the tool runtime, is a model runner and management framework with a requirement. Okay, what is it? A model, a tool. Okay, okay, okay. Why did I think that Mistral was okay, Olama is a tool and Mistral is the model. Okay. Built by Mistral AI, Olama team, open source. Okay. Okay. Gonna ignore this. Not ignore it, but skip to what we're trying to build here. So it says quick start, LangChain, and go. So it says dive right into executing your first Go program using LangChain Go in tandem with a Mistral platform. Mistral platform. What if I don't want? Okay, this is interesting because this is telling me that I need to access uh, a third-party service and authenticate against, I don't want to authenticate against a model, an online model. I want to use local models. What about Olama? Okay, so the Olama was the loader, which that runs like a third part, not a third party service, but a service. I don't like this, I still don't like it. Am I gonna jump back to Python again after talking bad about Python? Hope not. Do I have access to, wait, what? Okay, so guys, this is frustrating because again, I wanted to do Go, but then I'm seeing that not natively or not as not in the first not on the first page or not as a main feature. LangChain Go supports local models. So let me ask GPT about what does it know. So I want to build uh, MINA using LangChain Go. Are there any varieties and integrations with Llama CPP? Okay, what does it say? Because Okay, it says that oof, LangChain Go doesn't have direct integration with Llama CPP yet, like LangChain Python does, but you can still use local. Again, I don't wanna. Okay, that's the thing, you know. Again, that's not what I wanna do. I don't wanna, you know, I don't wanna have to write Python code. I really don't want to write Python code. But I think that I will have to write Python code because, okay, you know, what I'm trying to build here is kind of niche, uh, local first AI technology that executes on your machine and serves as a as a first, as like as an interface to your computer and your data in on the internet. A little bit niche, and maybe that's why there's not much that I can use. But the thing is, I've been doing my research recently, and I don't know if I even need something like LangChain. You know, uh, if I need like multiple models, that might be a way to go. But uh, what do I really need? I need a way to talk to a model, okay? Any kind of library that loads a model to a model loader, and I need to be able to pass it extra context using some kind of RAG system, so it can get extra knowledge when it wants because it's an AI agent. So I can simply write a wrapper around some kind of vector sorter to get data. But again, I'm not I'm not I'm not sure, I'm not sure about the technologies. I want to do this really like native stuff, and and it's complicated. Choosing technology is complicated. Doing some kind of assessment is complicated. And, I was trying to, I was trying to build this with LangChain Go, but I don't see any LangChain CPP. No, Llama CPP Go. So for example, here I can see there's a port of the Llama CPP in Go, which sounds nice, but again, it won't always have the most updated data, the most updated like features. I might be getting somehow underwhelmed. Uh, might be affected by the fact that I'm a little bit sleepy. I might want to get some sleep. Mm, 'Cause I said, okay, so last time I remember we were discussing about, well, not discussing, I was telling you guys that I don't want to use Olama because I will be building MINA against an HTTP server to get interactions or to load the LLMs. And I already explained why, but just just a short, a brief reminder. I didn't like the idea of Using Olama caused all the network overhead that would be needed to make requests and to get response and for prompts. I think I just did something on the mic and you guys probably heard some weird noise. Sorry for that. Okay, because the what I'm saying is that LangChain Go natively supports OpenAI, Olama, and Mistral, but using the Mistral platform, and we don't want to use any third-party platform because that would limit probably even our tokens, how many tokens we can use. So I think I might hit the card LangChain Go. You know, uh, that's a shame. That's a shame, but okay, I have several issues. Okay, first issue, I don't want to develop in Python. I would prefer to develop in Go, but that's more of a personal issue, I guess, or more of a software personal preference. Because gonna try to never use Go. I never use Python because performance overheads and typeless system. But again, I could make it work in Python. Second problem or second issue is that I'm finding it uh, overwhelming to read or to learn a lot of stuff from LangChain just for a simple first draft. But again, how can I expect this being simple and easy if the magnitude of the project is a little big? So yeah, uh, okay. The other okay, okay, the other way I think we could solve this is by using like a JavaScript slash TypeScript version of this. But again, is there like, for example, is there everything I need built on for JavaScript and TypeScript too? Because although launching uh, officially supports launching, does it also support like the Llama CPP integration or whatever? So I'm gonna ask GPT going planning to use the official GSTS TS version of LangChain. Do I have every dependency slash module slash library I need? Okay, so Olama run. Okay, again, I'm building a first draft or a POV POC. Do I really make it do I really to make it the most performant, or could I run query ROM simply Olama in any case. Because I don't see myself developing Python code even before a first draft. Uh, you know, I really don't see myself starting with a Python LSP issue that I could easily resolve and trying to figure out how to set up the Python LSP, but I wouldn't be even doing it with like a positive attitude because don't even want to write Python code. I think it's so typeless and re literally typeless because you don't have types and so poor in type validation, you know. And even though JavaScript and TypeScript is not even isn't static typing, it's actually some kind of linter on top of your JavaScript code. That's TypeScript at the end of the day. It's a bit more, let's say, reliable, let's say, the Python in terms of types. So yeah, so let me ask, you can use Llama GPP with LangChain by exposing local language. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that oof, uh, oof. Now that I'm thinking, maybe it's not such a bad idea to have Olama as my model loader when for the first draft, because making it more simple to interact might be a key for a POV uh, for a POV version. Mm, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to do some fast and local setup, as I stated here. We're trying to get the best experience. So, what models are supported by Olama? Uh, you know, guys. Okay, again, well, we can make it so the LM model, not the LM model, but then JavaScript code runs some kind of by via CLI somehow runs Solama and then it uses Solama via LangChain JavaScript. Yeah, yeah, Okay, guys. Difficult decision. This is a difficult decision. You know what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna sleep on it. I'm gonna sleep on it. Think about it. Come back. Probably in couple days, not today. I know it's a pretty short stream. Probably very not unproductive, but slow in productivity. Cause haven't really had to get my ideas together of where we were. Uh, so you know, I think I see a more a clear picture for next stream. But again, just to do a quick summary. First of all, I'm tired. I'm going to go to sleep uh, in some minutes. I don't really have enough energies to continue this. So yeah, that's a reason. Number two, key point is that we're back. We're back on streaming. So we're gonna be more consistent as of now. Have a more regular schedule. And number three is that today we focused we focus on what we know till now. So we focused on what we did. We focused on. We would say we could focus uh, s- on the state we left Mina last time. We work on what are the next steps and what should be the best approach to make it to production, not to production, but to make to finalize the POV version, which is by using the most, like, not my favorite technologies, but the technologies that fit the best, and parallelly that I'm the most comfortable with, because I'm really comfortable with TypeScript slash JavaScript. We have written plenty of client applications using them, although never not much of Node applications or server applications, or like applications that are executed on more on the Node.js runtime, instead of using the Node.js runtime for transpiling stuff. So yes, mostly written applications for the client that runs on the browser's JavaScript runtime. But again, still feel comfortable. Just need to learn a couple APIs of how things are done using Node. But yeah, that's a thing. And yeah, and that's what we did. And as of next steps, next stream, which I need to check again when is it and my schedule. Will probably add my schedule on my LinkedIn and on YouTube, so you guys are aware of it. And yep, uh, I don't feel like it was that productive today, but it is what it is. And look forward to next stream to doing some more juicy work where I can produce some more tangible output. So yeah, bye, ciao, adios. Don't want to stream anymore uh, for today, but um, stay in touch with what I post on social media, so you guys can uh, come to streams whenever I'm streaming. I don't know. Bye. Too tired to think. Bye. Ciao.